Welcome back to Dropout Trades, everybody. In this video, we're going to be going over the support and resistance levels of Tesla, NVIDIA, and the SPY. Now, since it's Sunday, you know what it is. We're going to build a trading plan and a setup for this week. Let's go. Let's get right into it. All right, first one up, NVIDIA. Now, before I get into it, me and NVIDIA have history from Friday, from a trade that I took. So let me show you guys a little bit about this trade and explain to you what happened, so you don't make the same mistakes I did. Alright, let me go into the lower time frames real quick so you can see it. Alright, so I decided to enter puts over here at 436.50. I saw it getting already weak at this area a few times. Right after I purchased it, shot up 437s. I was not worried at all. You can see by this candle as well, because it was weak in this area few times. Anyways, came back down. Now, this is where it all started, where I messed up on my trading plan. My take profit and my price target was going to be 428s to 430s. Okay, I was in this trade for quite some time already. It was getting closer to the market close. It was on Friday, and I had a very good week. The last thing that I wanted to do is, ruin that week with a bad trade at the end of it. Obviously, I had my stop loss where I could have lost about $1,000 on this trade. I still made $3,500 on this trade. This is where I exited over here. It was 432. It's right here. I exited over here at 432.50, but I did leave a lot of money on the table. If I would have stuck to my plan, I would have made an extra $10,000. Okay, now this happens to the best of us. It is what it is. It's part of trading. You learn from it, you move on, and next time you stick to your plan, even though it's 2 hours away from market close on a Friday. Can't lose. Anyways, at this point, I was already in good profit. Worst case, I would have been back to, even, or I could have just trimmed it a little bit, at least half the position. But I was already ready to be done trading for the day and get into the weekend. Anyways, that's that. Let's get into the support and resistance levels and making a trade plan on NVIDIA. All right. So this is what we're going to be watching. The support and resistance levels. Okay. Resistance level of 437s. Supports of 426, 421, 411, 405, 397, 385, 373, and 318. I don't think this is going to happen, but you never know. It's a gap to fill. Let's make a little trading plan. So for the top side, it's very hard to make a trading plan on this because we are all-time high, so it'd be like straight guessing. So what I would have to see to enter a trade to the top would be NVIDIA going up, coming back, having a retracement, finding support, having a good support, and then I would feel comfortable to enter calls. Other than that, to the downside, for me, it's a lot easier. What I would do is, if it gets to the 437s again, if it's weak, I would enter puts and do the same thing that I did. 426s, I would enter. 420s, I would enter. I would get out around 415 with the puts. 411s, I wouldn't enter. 405s, I would not enter. 397s to 400s, that's where I would enter puts. Okay, I would want it to break this over here. Once we broke that, I would enter the puts. If it's strong enough, okay, or you could say I guess weak enough, and it keeps going down and everything's looking good, I might hold it all the way down to the 377s, 375s, but most likely I would sell, at around 390s, to be honest. 390s, and in worst case, I would just re-enter over here. All right, let's get into the next stock. Let's get into the SPY. All right, second one up, the SPY. Let's get into it. Let's get into the support and resistance levels. Start from the top, work ourselves down, exactly the same. So 462s, 457s, 450s, 448s, 444, 439s, 435s, 429s, 430, 429s, 425s, 420, and 416.50. All right, what do I think? So I'll tell you, I'm very bullish on this, to be honest with you. Very bullish. I do think it's gonna have, like a healthy pullback, but I am very bullish on this. Do I think it's possible to see 450s? I think it's very possible. Do I think it's possible to see 420s or 430s? I think it's very possible as well. Let's get into the trading plan, how I would trade this. Okay, if we break this 444s, I am most likely, as long as I see the candles closing and everything's looking good, most likely I'm entering and exiting at 447s. I really do believe that there's a chance that it might get to the 450s this week, to be honest with you. I really do believe that. But if not, to the downside, I would wait for it to break the 430s. Once we break the 430s, I kind of like this, support over here. And if we break that, I will play it all the way down to the 426s, 427s. If we break this over here, then I think we're seeing 420s to 418s. So if we break this, definitely puts to the downside. Exit around 421 to 422. If we break this, I wouldn't play it, to be honest with you. I would just let it go. But that's my trading plan on the SPY. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Let's see tomorrow market open. And I'm going to make more tweaks, obviously, into these trades as the market opens tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see the shorts that I post with the tweaks on these trading plans. Let's get into the next one. Let's get into Tesla. All right, Tessie. Let's get into Tesla. All right, so let's start with the support and resistance levels. Again, 283s, 275s, 269s, 264s, 257s, 247s, 241, 235, 231, and 223. What do I think about this one? So again, you can always see in all my charts, I highlight, the top of the day and the low of the day of the previous trading day. Helps me out a lot. I don't know why. Makes it easier for me in the charts. Okay. I think we're gonna break it. And if we break this 263, let me show you guys what I'm looking at. If we break this 263, I think we're seeing 275, to be honest. I think we're jumping straight to this. This is kind of a harder resistance levels over here, and if we break this, most likely we'll see about the 280s. But if we break this 263, 264, it's been trying so hard for the past few days. If we break that, I'm getting into calls, and I will most likely, I know I have resistance levels over here, but I will most likely play it through it and hold it to the 273s, 274s. For the downside, on the other hand, break this 256s. I don't think I'll play it, to be honest. I wouldn't play it. We break this though, 242. I will play the puts on it. I'll play the puts on it, and I will probably exit 237s to 236s. Yeah, 237s, 236s. If we break 235, I wouldn't play it. 231, I will definitely play this one. Puts all the way down to 225 to 224. I might even get out 227, honestly, if the profit is good enough from the options. That's my trading plan for the week on Tesla and NVIDIA and the SPY. I hope you liked this video. Check up later on this week, and let's show you guys how we did on this trade, and I'll do the tweaks again in the shorts. I'll be posting throughout the week as the market opens. See you guys on the next one. Have a great one and have a good trading week, and use a good risk to reward ratio and proper risk management. Have a good one, everybody.